Smoke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover. Goddamn.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Trey, aka Scott Herbet, aka a dozen other names. First of all, thank you for coming to the first official episode of the Hangover Podcast. We really appreciate it all. But before we got started, I wanted to take a minute and just explain to everybody, I guess, where I've been. Because, as a lot of you know, 4 or 5 years ago, we tried this exact same thing. And I think we released one episode, and we were never heard from again. Not really any explanation, not really anything. So I wanted to kind of take the time to explain that now. So all of this podcast idea, this all kind of sparked from a conversation between me and Average Joe. A lot of y'all know him. Some of y'all that don't, y'all are going to see him in a couple of minutes. So this whole thing kind of started from a conversation that me and Average Joe once had, not even about a podcast, just us sitting on the couch with a friend of ours, and we just kind of went back and forth discussing all different kinds of topics. It was things that I didn't know about. It was things that she didn't know about. It was things that Joe didn't know about, but we all just were sitting over a bunch of drinks and having conversation. And what I noticed was, as time went on, we each had different perspectives on things. And that helped push along the conversation. Like, I was able to understand things that I never knew before, and vice versa for everybody from our own different perspectives. So that was where the idea was birthed. And that was years ago. And then there's also always the people that have always been like, you know what? Y'all guys are hilarious. Y'all need y'all's own talk show. Believe me, I hear that every day. Said with heavy sarcasm. So basically from there, we all were together as the group Takeoff. And Takeoff got signed to a company called MFAM. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, with the contract came some studio time in their building, and we never used it. Like Smurf and Turtle, who were the actual artists after, taking over Takeoff when Bowie passed away, they were the ones that made all the music, and they each had their own kind of studio setup, so they didn't exactly need any studio time. So that part of the contract was actually kind of just sitting. So that's when I was like, you know what? I've been a part of Takeoff since its inception. I don't really do anything except crack jokes and maybe hype a show every now and then. So maybe I can contribute in this way, in a different market. Like, they can have their music and I can have podcasting, and we can all still be the collective of Takeoff and just have different branches. So I found my DJ friend, who was also the official Takeoff DJ for Bowie, and me and him had always been best friends since we were teenagers. So me and DJ Berserk kind of came together and said, okay, we're going to present this to MFAM as a show that they can help us record, because our friend Charlie Summer was also shooting his podcast there, his radio show. So we were able to kind of get in there with them. They already had a setup for us. It kind of worked out perfectly. So from there, we basically just did the same thing that we've been doing the past couple of weeks, which is we ran test shows and we bounced off of each other, and we did a live show that actually went really well. And a lot of people came in and was showing support and really hyped it up. And we were like, whoa, we got something here. So from there, we finally decided to shoot the first official show, which was with D-Day. We shot the first show with D-Day, and it was great. Everybody loved it, the people that got to hear it. And so when that episode dropped, we were already planning episode 2 with another artist. And I don't remember all the details. I'm not going to go into all the details that I do remember because it was all ridiculous. But basically, the artist that I was going to interview and MFAM, the company that we were making the podcast with, had some trouble with each other. And it was never brought up to me. So I went the entire week leading up to the show thinking that we were going to be recording this show on, I believe it was Sundays. We were going to be recording on, or whatever day it was. We were going to be recording with this artist, and we had a week to prepare. So I took a week to prepare an interview with this particular person. And the day of, I got a call. I guess word finally got to them who it was that I was going to be interviewing. And they basically told me, yeah, he's not allowed in the building. Well, I had a bit of an issue with that because I've spent an entire week preparing for this show, and y'all are going to drop on me at the last second, literally 2 hours before we're supposed to go on air, that now my guest for the week is not allowed in the building. So I had to kind of put my foot down on that. I was like, if this is the way that things are going to be run, I can't be a part of it. Like, don't take this in any way as me having any issues with MFAM or anything like that. Toxic is my guy. Reese is my guy. Unk is my guy. Among all the other people that I met while I was there, those are all my people. I still talk to them anytime we can or anytime our paths cross. It is all love. There's no issues. It was just they ran their business a certain way, and I personally didn't agree with one of their rules. And because of that, I kind of had to say, well, you know, if this is the way it's going to be, that, you know, it's going to get dropped on me last minute and, you know, I just have to deal with it. Like, there's no way around it. Y'all aren't going to work with me. It's just basically going to be, we said no, so it's no. Okay, then I'm just going to have to say no myself, and we're not going to do the show today. And then that just kind of turned into, now I don't feel like this is the platform that I would want to do my show on. So time went on, and we always still discussed when the show would come back. And shout out to DJ Berserk, by the way. That's still my brother. But there came a point where me and him both kind of saw our collective paths basically just going in two different directions. And he is off doing his DJing. Well, not as much right now because of fucking quarantine, but he's very successful with his DJing and made it his career, and I wish him the best, and he's doing great, and I'm proud of him, and I hope that he continues to do great. But we both just had two different visions, and his vision wasn't necessarily what I wanted for my show. And not to say that it's anything bad, it was just like I have one vision and he had another vision, and I was just kind of like, you know what, this is what I want, and that's not what you want, so let's basically split up. So he's off doing his thing, and again, shout out to DJ Berserk. He is still my brother. I love him. He's having a baby soon. Congratulations, my brother. I love you. With that being said, time went on. It got to the point where basically it had gone on so long at this point, I thought there was no point. I thought that we did such a good job hyping it up the first time and getting the audience back. Well, not getting the audience back, building the audience to what it was, that when it dropped the first episode, we got nothing but love, and then it suddenly just cut out. I was afraid that I was no longer considered reliable when it came to it. So time just kept going on and kept going on. And Turtle, another person that if you don't know him already, you're going to meet him in a couple of minutes. He was one of the ones that kind of kept a fire under my ass, even though it wasn't as bright as it probably should have been a few times, because he would constantly call me and just remind me that I have something. And we needed to get back on it. Now, it took a couple years, obviously, but he would constantly be calling me and just be like, hey, I found these headphones for this much money whenever you want to do the podcast again. And, all you got to do is pay me half. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll pay you half because I'll pay for the fucking headphones. That doesn't mean I'm doing the podcast anytime soon. And to be honest, I don't even think I paid him half. So, free headphones. We'll do a giveaway for that soon, too. Anyway, but yeah, it just kept kind of going and going and going. And then, I don't know, like a month and a half ago, we, well, let me back up. It was also a thing of we didn't have room. We didn't have anywhere to put it. Because as you're going to see, if you ever look at the videos, this is a lot of equipment. Not crazy, but it's still like, it takes up a lot of space. And it just so happened that me and my girlfriend just recently bought a house and we have an extra room, which helps. So I basically ran it by her, and she's one of the most supportive people ever. She's been telling me that if I was gonna do anything, it should be this, and she's been backing me up this whole time. So I'm saying a lot of this to say, I am the host of the show, and I'm gonna have a group of people around me almost every week. But the people that are around me every week are the real reason that this is coming back, because I'd lost all confidence. I didn't think that we would be able to get the love back that we originally had. And I was extremely nervous to even start doing this again. And to be honest, probably last week, I even said that I wanted to do one more test show. It was always one more test show, one more test show, one more test show. And then that's when basically everybody around me was like, you know what, you need to shut it, get off the pot. And we've done enough test shows. You've built up a pretty decent audience in a couple of weeks. And we think you need to just go for it. So this is me taking my floaties off. And now we have a pretty good setup. We have a great team working on this every week, all week. We're constantly texting each other, seeing what we could do better, where this could go. And honestly, to the listeners, your voices aren't unheard either. If you hear anything today and you think that we could improve in some way, or you think that we could do something better, I want this to be a community podcast, because like I said in the very beginning, the entire idea of this podcast came from listening to a conversation just between me and friends and going, you know what, this is what I think we need more of. We need more conversations with people with different outlooks on things and ways, and learning from each other to push the conversation, because especially right now, all I'm seeing is in comments just people not having dialogue. They're just, somebody says an opinion and then you have 15 people underneath them telling them how stupid they are. Here's the thing. If I say something during this podcast and it comes off as stupid, by all means, correct me. By all means, get in those comments, send the messages, do whatever, screenshot it, post it, do whatever you want to do, but have a conversation. That's what this all boils down to. Is I want whatever it is that we talk about, I want to leave this table every day that we do this podcast knowing something that I didn't know before. I want anybody listening to learn something. We're going to have guests in here as often as we can, COVID permitting, and we're going to try to have real discussions. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to like joke around and, be funny and like all of this other stuff, but I also do want to get people in here so we can have real conversations about real issues, real things. I don't want this to become a dark podcast, but I do want it to be productive in some way. So again, thank all of you for the already outpouring support and love that we've been getting just from as of right now, one video that's out. We've gotten so much love and support, and people constantly messaging us and asking, what are we going to do next? What's going on? And it just so happens today we're going to pay you for your love. We're going to give you $100 if you're lucky. So with that being said, this is the Hangover Podcast. My name is Trey, and I would like to bring in the people that I was just talking about. Come on in, guys. Yes. Yes. You're here, man. Champ is here.
Brought party favors.
Brought party favors. All right, guys, have a fucking sit down. Get comfortable. We're gonna fucking do this shit. You're already ruining things.
Been on camera for 5 seconds, showing you're already fucking everything.
God damn it. All right. All right. Well, before we get all of this started, again, this is the Hangover Podcast. We're gonna go ahead and put a link in there because a lot of people already know that story. So we'll put a little note in the show notes, letting people know like this is the part that you need to get to. Like just skip all that other shit. It's depressing. So before we get started, again, the Hangover Podcast. Wow. I have a moment of vulnerability and he hits the hot
I didn't even
button.
hit it. It was the headphone wire. It wasn't my fault, I promise.
All right, well, the voice that you're hearing right now is Takeoff's very own artist, TRTL. This is Turtle, ladies and gentlemen.
You're old.
Hit the. Yeah.
Hey.
Seated to his left is my little brother, one of the greatest guitar players on New Orleans soil. And what? You don't want a cool intro? All right, that's Sean. Everybody, hit it.
New Orleans, really? Okay.
I'd say in my personal opinion, you're I make fun of you about everything, but I still think you're the best guitarist in the city.
Appreciate that.
Don't take it to your head. You haven't played in a while, so I don't know. But there we go.
That called him. Still give him a round of applause, damn it.
And from there to his left, we have Average Joe.
What it do, people?
He has no affiliation. He's just drunk. God damn it.
Yeah, I was nursing a hangover not too long ago.
The what?
I was nursing a hangover not too long ago.
There you go. Proud of you. In the spirit of the show, it's only right.
Yeah.
First episode. And then immediately to his left is probably one of the most beautiful people, if not in New Orleans, in the world, actually, touching soil. It's like you, Demi Lovato, and the woman that played Betty White. I'm not even going to insult her like that. Betty White. So, that's top three.
He loves Betty White, everybody.
I love Betty White.
Just in case you were wondering the comparison.
Betty, I love you. Betty. Betty White.
Betty, you his boo.
So, unfortunately, we have to start the show like this. I wanted to get everything out of the way, but before we do that, I have to, in good faith, we all have to take a minute, and we're going to do a shot for Chadwick Boseman, my Black Panther.
Absolutely.
Among those, he was Jackie Robinson.
Yes, sir.
He was
my hero as a young black man, and inspired me to be a young baseball player.
Absolutely. And then you have also James Brown.
James Brown.
James Brown. He was also James Brown. So
among many other amazing roles.
Absolutely. These are just my favorites.
Right, absolutely.
My personal favorites.
His interpretations of greats are just the very small surface that he scratched.
Right. I haven't been able to see 21 Bridges yet, but I heard it was great. Yeah, I heard it was really good.
Bro. Amazing.
So what I decided to do today was we are going to take a shot of Firefly vodka. And I know a lot of y'all are out there like, what the fuck of all things? Calm down. I wanted to get a liquor from his home state.
Yeah.
And apparently this is made in South Carolina,
yes,
which is weird to me because it's sweet tea vodka, and I feel like we own that fucking market. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Chadwick, it is very unfortunate that this had to happen to you. We love you. Just us as local fans, we love you, not to mention all your countless supporters. Thank you for everything you've done. Wakanda forever, goddammit.
Yes, sir.
Ibambe. And I missed half of my mouth.
And boy got a hole in his lip.
Yeah.
What lip?
Shut up. So is that a white joke? Okay. Well,
Just put it down, Sean, before you break something.
What's in that shot glass?
was it good? Did you like it? I know you were asking about it outside. Did you like
That
that?
was good, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet tea vodka.
Sorry. Yeah, right. Different.
Bring it. It's just,
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us actually officially start this episode, the
sir.
first official episode of The Hangover.
Yes,
and
sir.
with that, I'm going to let people know. I'm not going to be advertising too many random things out here. But we need to do the live giveaway, so we're about to do that in a couple of minutes. But I just wanted to point out that tonight I am drinking NOLA vodka, and I'm mostly just showing this off right now because, God damn it, we're NOLA motherfuckers to the core.
Yes, sir.
And apparently this is made in New Orleans. It is made in New Orleans.
The
and it
5-0
is
Fizzle, yeah.
the 5-0 and it is made with sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. That's
Sweet
interesting.
potatoes,
Wow.
God damn it. So with that being said, I'm gonna ask Turtle to pause it real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and get all the live stuff set up. Does that sound good, or do you want to just have all that going on while we're actually recording?
I think we good to record.
You think we're good
know
to
what I'm saying?
record?
I feel like the people would like to see us fumbling over and over until we get this set up right.
All right. Well,
So
I'm
it'll
gonna
be
go
pretty
ahead.
interesting. Go ahead, take off your headphones.
Well,
They see you. They
Go
see
ahead
you.
and keep them occupied.
Yeah, guys. So anyway, so how was y'all week, guys? How was y'all week?
My weekend was pretty good. Started off with doing our fantasy draft. You know, one more Sunday without football.
What you fucking cheated at?
Who's winning that?
Who cheated? I
This
always
nigga got like 8 receivers and 9 running backs.
First
He was
tell-
like, who you gonna throw to? And he was like, what you mean? He was like, you ain't got no quarterback. And they was like, I'll get a kicker to do it or something. Bitch ass nigga.
I mean, I got enough people to like put up enough points.
Which is crazy because in my personal opinion, it said he had the best. I mean, he had like, what it was like top 5 or the 5th.
The top 10
Yeah, the
running
app
backs.
the app we use gives you a ranking on, you know, how good your draft was. I felt like my draft was ass, and it said I was gonna do better than this nigga. So I'm not sure how they run these stats, but I'm pretty sure he cheated it and just sent me an email to make me feel better about my draft. So when he busts my ass later on in the season, I don't feel bad and be like, oh, that was that one loss that said I was gonna get when this bitch ass nigga.
What your projection was? 9-5.
Yeah, 9-5.
Yeah, this said I was gonna
It
do
said I was gonna
8-6.
finish the top 3 and third place.
All right. I did pick up a quarterback though, by the way. I picked up Teddy Two Glove.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how that's gonna turn out. I think Teddy gonna do good in Carolina.
Absolutely.
I was gonna pick him up just to have him on the bench and see what he do, but you know, I figured somebody actually need a quarterback. I got like 3 of them bitches, and ain't none of them worth shit. Phillip Rivers gonna do me something. I got Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't
But
sleep. Don't
I'm gonna
ever
drop
sleep
Kirk
on Brady.
Cousins like a bad habit as soon as I figure out how I can.
I don't know shit about shit when it comes to
The
sports.
amazing Kirk.
You know who the fuck Kirk Cousins is? That bastard.
But, all right.
The
So
only nigga come fuck up the whole NFL season, come to New Orleans and feel like he's Superman.
That's why I hated you when you dropped.
And Drew Brees forgot how to make kryptonite a long time ago.
But yeah, then just went to a
Y'all both
birthday
about to
party
get
this
y'all asses
Saturday.
beat, so I don't even know why y'all talking.
What'd you
Y'all
say,
both-
Sean? What'd you say?
Y'all both about to get y'all asses beat, so I don't even know why y'all talking.
First of all, Sean,
First of all,
moving on.
you about to have a baby. You about to have a baby. Don't
You better
tell
talk-
me
you better
nothing.
talk to the champ
I can't
nice,
talk
too.
bad about somebody who's pregnant.
He's technically not pregnant.
Shut up. He's pregnant. If she pregnant, he pregnant. I don't care what the rules is. I bet you he go to Taco Bell at night and get himself something.
Hell yeah, you ain't gonna just go there and not get nothing for yourself too.
what was that?
There's Nicole in this
I'm
house.
going.
There's Nicole in this house. There's Nicole in this house. There's Nicole in this house. There's Nicole in this house.
Oh, by the way, Scott didn't introduce her. Nikki P.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. We didn't give no introduction for Nikki. He was just like, I know what the fuck she be doing all the goddamn time.
No, somehow we
He was
ended up
just
on
like
Betty
my
White.
lovely girlfriend. I'm not gonna tell you her name because you're gonna go look her up on Instagram.
Yeah, somehow we ended.
Ass nigga.
No, somehow we ended up on Betty White, and that was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, as always. But you said that you would like to discuss the VMAs. So
Absolutely.
we are about to do our $100 giveaway for the fan that likes the page, shares this video, and tags one friend. And no, Charlie, that friend cannot be me. He was talking shit earlier. He's like, I'm going to just, Scott, I'll just tag you. No, don't fucking do that.
Post, you asshole.
So, with that being said, Joe, are you up? You're up?
I'm about to.
Make a comment that they have to share it and tag a friend, not tag a friend in the live comments.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Nicole was right on that. You need to share the video and tag a friend in the sharing of the video. Don't leave a friend in the comments. Wait, what?
Mario.
Margot's here?
Hey,
Hey, mama.
Hey.
Yeah. No, you got it. But anyway, so VMAs. This is going to be on Turtle because I did not get to watch it last night. So, VMAs Turtle, go.
So basically, I mean, for the most part, giving it on a rating 1 out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 4.5 altogether.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Keke Palmer was the host, by the way, for y'all who didn't watch. She did a great job.
Who don't fucking love Kiki?
Exactly. Everybody was like, I don't know. I was like, bro, it's Kiki Palmer. She gonna
For
kill
real.
it. Did that shit easy. Even with the whole, because it was like a green screen setup. They didn't want anybody,
Okay, so that was my question. There was nobody
right.
there?
Right. It was kind of like some of them
Outside.
were in like isolated locations with green screens, like as far as performances.
Right.
That's how most of the awards were presented, and like some of the performances were like outside, and the audience were like in cars.
Really?
Yeah, social distance cars.
Wow.
Like, it was pretty dope.
That's
They
strange.
definitely
Okay,
did-
yeah.
They definitely did a good job of setting it up to, what I'm saying?
That
to
marketing
look
team was
good.
working their fucking ass
Right,
off.
Hell
exactly. So it started off, let me see, I caught it halfway, but then I ended up rewatching it. It started off
Weeknd.
with The Weeknd was the first performer. I gave his performance 5 stars because that nigga just goes all
It's
out.
the fucking Weeknd.
It was literally on top of that, like I think if I'm not mistaken, the Empire State Building, like
Wow.
with a helicopter circling him. He was doing this shit,
All right, so
He had the makeup on from the video. He did it to the nines.
I'm always going to take this moment, this time of year, to mention the fact that years ago, when The Weeknd was up for like Best New Artist, he lost out to some kid named Austin somebody. Like I want to say Austin Malone.
Holmes or some shit.
Austin Mahone.
Yeah,
Austin Mahone. Yeah, The Weeknd lost
That's
out to him. And
when I get to the award announcements, you're gonna be like,
that's gonna
what
piss
the
me
fuck?
off even more every fucking year. Every fucking year.
Some of them I feel like it's just the new age thing, but go ahead, continue.
Yes, and I sat and told everybody and their mother because at the time the only thing I'd heard was Trilogy. Was that like his first like album, if you will? Like it was his 3 mixtapes put into one.
Oh, okay. I see
And
what
that
you're
was when
saying.
he first came out, and I forgot the name of the song, but it was like yeah, like that was like the only real hit that he had out, and it was like, yeah, this guy, he's the one. I'm telling you, he's the one. And then they gave it to Austin because he was signed by Lil Wayne for all of 3 weeks. And
Right.
now The Weeknd is one of the biggest fucking artists on the planet. Listen to Trey when he listen to Treezy, if you will, or listen to Scott. I don't give a fuck. Listen to all 3 of them. I know what I'm talking about. Go. You sons
Now
of
that you got
bitches.
that off your chest.
Yeah, right.
So the first award that they gave out was the best collab. It was Lady Gaga featuring Ariana Grande. I'm not familiar with the name of the song, but they performed it later in the night.
Rain on Me.
And did amazing. Rain on
Rain
Me.
on
That's
Me.
what it was.
Rain on Me.
That song.
Wait, that's the one who won, or these are the nominees?
That song was in like at least 5 different categories for a nominee. She won the best collab. They took that
Over Future and Drake.
Yes, they won over Future and Drake. They won over Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber. Ed Sheeran and Khalid.
Wow.
Yeah. So they
Good
took over
God.
some big names.
Who is voting?
I
Yeah.
haven't even heard that.
This was apparently some of these were industry voted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Categories.
Okay.
So-
Motherfucker.
Whoever, you know what I'm saying, in the industry.
Oscar's so white. Oscar's so white. It's fucking horseshit.
God damn it, Scott.
I want to say like Lady Gaga. They might as well call
Talk on the mic.
they might as well call that the Lady Gaga Awards.
Yeah.
Cause how many times Lady Gaga was on stage accepting awards?
She got like
5 to 6 times.
she got, let's see, she won best collab, she won song of the year for that same record, she won
Artist of the Year.
and she won the Tricon Award. That was the first ever MTV Tricon Award. For those who don't know what a Tricon Award is, it's basically when you're a philanthropist, a well-established artist, as well as a well-established actor. That's what they categorized as a Tricon.
And ain't nobody and ain't mama fucking with A Star Is Born.
Yeah, no,
God
not at all.
damn it, that
That's
was
the
a good
crazy
fucking
thing
movie.
that she didn't
I
even
still
win the
haven't
award
seen
for
it.
that one.
Really? What did she
was
win the
just
award for?
nominated. She won the award for American Horror Story.
What?
Yep. Her very first season of being American Horror Story. She won a.
Yeah,
What was it?
I
Did she
mean-
win it was a Golden Globe.
Sexy as
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
buddy.
Dog, Lady Gaga. I don't know
Telling you,
what.
boy, with her weird ass.
I don't
boy,
know
she
what the
is so
fuck Lady
fine.
Gaga. I don't know what the
I
fuck
don't know
Lady
why.
Gaga is. I don't know what she is, but every time I see her, I stare for 5 minutes because I can't tell if she's hot or not.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture right now, and I'm just like, is it supposed to be like a quarantine mask? Like,
I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
the fuck.
yeah. She's a big supporter of the mask up
Yeah.
movement.
She had like like
All of her
different-
costumes
Is that
had
a
different
peacock?
masks.
She's supposed to
She had
be?
like 3 or 4 different masks on during the whole show.
Right.
Yeah. She did a
Yeah, I
different
heard she
outfit
kept-
the whole
yeah.
time.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. We caught one of the performances, and I think it was the one with her and Ariana.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, so we watched that one, and it was great because, like, at the end of it, she like does this thing where, like, she's like, "Everybody, yeah, put your mask on," and I was like, why is she suddenly like Malibu's most wanted and shit? Like, put your mask on. Yeah, everybody, social distance. And it was like, we don't need all
Make it
that.
stupid. She said that shit and I lost my mind.
Let's get crunk, guys.
Right. So after the best collab, best direction went to Taylor Swift over the Doja Cat video. Shout out to Doja Cat,
Oh
by
my
the way.
God,
'Cause
Doja
She was
Cat.
nominated like 4 or 5 times that night as well.
Doja's so dope,
Facts.
though.
And
Like,
she
Killing
killed
it
the
this year.
performance. Killed the performance. That was another one I 5-starred was Doja Cat. Best Latin went to Maluma. He won over J Balvin, Bad Bunny, and the Black Eyed Peas track featuring
Ritmo.
Tyga and
No.
What's his name from the one that
You
did the
killing me.
Will Smith track.
Joiner?
No, the Latin dude that Will Smith's
Oh,
always with.
fuck.
J Balvin. That's his name? J Balvin, huh?
No. That's the singer.
I can't remember the dude's name.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about, too.
My bad, bro, for forgetting your name if you ever come across this video. I mean, I doubt it, but whatever. Moving on. Like I said, Song of the Year went to Lady Gaga. She took that over Roddy Ricch, Post Malone, Doja Cat. Artist of the Year, she took over Meg Thee Stallion, The Weeknd, The Baby, Post
Damn.
Malone, and Justin Bieber.
What
Damn.
the fuck?
Yeah, Lady Gaga smashed it this year.
Yo.
Like, I gotta go back. I gotta get up on my Gaga shit. Like I gotta see what's popping with all
Best
this.
Pop went to the little K-pop group BTS. The Asian guys, they look like they wear the makeup and stuff and all that. I'm still not convinced. I'm not convinced.
The
I'm
song,
not
the
convinced.
song is called "On."
They
Son.
they
I don't.
came out with
The
their,
song
in
was
English
yeah.
Yeah,
The song
On.
was called "On" that they won for, but the one that they performed was called "Dynamite." I gave them the 5 stars because their shit was together. I'm still not convinced that that's their voices though. Like they might be out there milli vanillion people. You know what I'm saying? No
Right.
disrespect, but look a little suspect.
Yeah, man.
My
what I'm saying?
fiance is way into that shit.
And that weirds me out. She is way too much into that shit.
Grown
I don't
ass woman,
trust
she can calm
anybody.
down.
She got me into BTS.
I don't trust too many people that
BTS
love
is
K-pop
the
that
shit.
much.
I ain't gonna lie. They're like the fucking new generation NSYNC, honestly.
And so best R&B went to The Weeknd, of course. He took that over Khalid, her, Lizzo, Alicia Keys, and Chloe and Halle. They also did, which was pretty dope, a frontline worker salute and a tribute to the frontline workers that have been posting on like TikTok.
As they fucking should.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely,
dope.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
they
throw
did that,
the
you know,
hands together one time for the frontline workers, man.
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
they're not getting nearly as much appreciation as they should.
They also gave out a Video for Good award this year. The Video for Good award was basically like
1 second, Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Can you point that at me, please? Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that you have to share the video and tag somebody when you share the video. You can't tag them in the comments. That doesn't count. Thank you. Back to it. Anyway.
You about to get yelled at.
the Video for Good award was basically like, you know, people who made songs against like social injustice or you know, abuse or anything that you can define as something that will change the climate.
Right. And that was who?
Her took that over Lil Baby.
Wait, why did her? What song from her?
Is I Can't Breathe was the name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one was dope. Okay.
Took it over to Lil Baby Black Lives Matter track.
I don't know.
That was a tough one. 'Cause
That
I thought he was
Rockstar?
gonna take it. I thought he was gonna take it.
Man.
I thought he was gonna take it. Demi Lovato had one about abuse.
Okay.
Billie Eilish, which it was bad. Good Girls Go to Hell.
Good Girls Go to Hell. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a dope track.
Yeah, and Anderson .Paak. What was the name of this song? I think it was Locked In.
Somebody said that they cannot believe you just compared BTS to NSYNC.
Who said that?
Holly.
Holly.
Look at you making friends already.
Look, they hate you already. Isn't it a beautiful thing? Isn't it beautiful?
But anyway, continue on.
Tori May says it won't let her tag anybody when she shares.
Well, then you fucking lose, Tori.
All right.
You fucking lose.
All right, then we'll make an adjustment to the rules. Tag them in the comments. We know Scott just had a fit about it. But if it's not letting you share the video and tag your friend, at least share the video, but tag your friend in the comments.
At least do that. Okay, yeah, tag somebody, damn it. We need more freaking followers.
But to wrap it up, they did Best Hip Hop went to Meg Thee Stallion with the Savage.
Yo, of course. I saw that shit
she
coming.
took that over to Baby, which the Rockstar track.
That's
featured Roddy
upsetting.
Rich.
Yeah.
Roddy Rich is the box. Took
That
it
was
over
hot.
Eminem, Monster, and Future and Drake.
Oh, you're talking about Godzilla?
Yeah, I said Monster.
Yeah, you said Monster.
Godzilla. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, that's the worst part. Those are all such dope tracks.
Savage.
And video of the
Savage
year.
blew up, son. Like, even fuck the remix with Beyonce on there, making it worse. Like, I couldn't get back. Nah, Beyonce needed to leave that one alone, man.
You better chill out.
You
better chill out.
Hey, I like the B remix.
I'm about to say, I do too.
I love
like the B
Beyonce.
remix.
I didn't like the B remix.
I loved it.
I liked it.
Gang, 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 gang. If you don't drop the put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Hey, look. I'm like,
I mean,
no.
that's a bar.
No, that was a bar. The rest of it was unnecessary.
I mean, it might have been. You're
yeah.
right. It was a little excessive.
No, I'm not. I love Beyonce. I love Meg Thee Stallion. But I think she could have just, like, she didn't need to put, I get why she put Beyonce on the remix, but she didn't need to put Beyonce on the remix. That's all I'm saying.
But to wrap it up, video of the year went to The Weeknd. He won over Lady Gaga
Holy
and
shit.
Ariana Grande.
Hit that for the weekend one time.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir. He won over Eminem, the Godzilla video.
Yeah.
Future
That's
and
upsetting.
Drake.
I feel like M should have took something for that.
Yeah.
That was a dope video. Godzilla was dope.
He won over Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish as well. And they also did a tribute to all of the lost artists in 2020, like Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke, and of course the recent Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke still hurts, man.
Yeah, facts.
We need more Pop Smoke.
For real.
I was never a really big fan of Juice WRLD, but
I definitely liked him in his craft. You know,
it
was a lot of songs that I was like, I don't really like, but there was a few that I was like, I can fuck with this.
they had the obvious
him
one.
outside of the booth in his freestyle ability.
I heard that was great. Yeah,
he was awesome. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Juice WRLD's camp, man. I know y'all probably still hurting from that shit.
Yeah, that fucked up.
That was a legend in the making for sure.
I'd say Pop Smoke more than anything.
Someone said they don't know if Queen Bee still writes her own bars, but she's still an accomplished beneficial.
I'm not one of those people. Like I've never been one of those people that's like, oh, she doesn't write her own raps. 90% of the people that you listen to don't write their own shit. Like, that's why I can't even get into that argument, because 9 times out of 10, if you hear a hot song on the radio, somebody helped write the hook. So I don't even want to hear that.
But the one thing this is what gives it 4.5 stars.
Don't do this.
The Black Eyed Peas closed it out with a performance of that song that they were nominated for with Tyler.
Ritmo.
Yeah, that one. Bro, these niggas was on stage.
Oh God. Wait, their dicks lit up.
Dick draws.
Their dicks lit up.
What?
Their
Doing like
dicks.
I didn't see this
Man,
shit.
Their dicks lit up.
To start the video,
They
they
had-
was out there like bow, bow,
Like, right?
bow, bow, bow.
They did what
hard
I
as
always-
fuck
they
though.
did-
Like
they
this
did-
is a man. I can't do so much in the stool.
Right.
But nigga, it was glowing. Like,
I
come
knew,
on, bro.
I knew Will.i.am had a like glow stick penis, so that's what they did right before they walked out. He cracked that motherfucker and trotted out on stage. Ritmo.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's like glowing draws these niggas had on, cause one of them shit broke midway. His dick stopped glowing midway through the performance.
Imagine being convinced, hey, look, y'all are gonna go out there and your dicks are gonna light up. Half the room went, yo, hold up. And then you're like, and then finally the one guy that they're like, do I have to? And they're like, yes, you have to. He's like, all right, I'll wear the dick drawers. And then he goes out there and they fucking break. What am I paying you for? God damn it.
Fucking savage.
This is bullshit.
Scott, what's your shirt say?
What does my shirt say? Comment this fuck down. I couldn't afford the actual.
Pretty sure it's Como they fucked that.
Is that what it is?
Come they fucked
Comme
that.
des garçons.
Come they fucked that.
I can't afford the real shit, therefore I don't have to pronounce it. So I got a ripoff. God damn it! Shout out to ASAP Rocky. Anyway, moving on. All right, so Turtle had a very, very interesting question the other day in the group chat.
Did I?
Or no, was it? Who was it that shared that to the group chat?
It was probably
about
me.
Tony Braxton.
Yeah, it was definitely me.
Okay, do you want to give what the question was?
All right. So I was looking at a post where Tony Braxton was basically saying that she doesn't know about having a whole phase at her age. And that's not like verbatim. That's just what I gathered from the post. And it was basically like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, nah, baby, do your thing, you know? You old enough to where you not going to have kids and none of that and all of this and all of that. But for the women out there, how do you feel about that? Do you think that it's okay to have your whole phase later on in life? Or do you think you should do it when you're young, dumb, and in your 20s?
Okay, so coming from a guy, I will say this. I don't trust a woman that has not gone through her whole phase yet. Like, I've always, because I've always had that thought where it's like, and now this is coming from a guy's perspective.
Get it out your system.
Yeah, facts. Go
Yeah,
ahead, though.
I feel like I don't trust.
Careful.
Tread carefully. But I feel like it's better to get it out while you're young, because I feel like I've heard of so many situations of a girl being like, you know what, I love you, you're great, but I need to get out more. Like, I've only been with, 2 other guys, and you know what, maybe like I once I get some experience, then maybe we can try this again. And so like that's why I kind of have this thing where it's like, all right, fuck you, dumb bitch. But it's like, you know what? Hey, if she would have got her whole phase out when she was 17, 18, 19, like most of the women we've dated has, not my girlfriend because she's a fucking angel, but most of the women that we've dealt with, then you wouldn't have to worry about having a girl that's curious about other penis as she's getting older in life. So that's why my vote, get it out while you're young.
Honestly, that's
That's what I'm saying. Y'all getting quiet?
that's
I
the same
agree.
opinion. I was waiting to see if you had anything else to say. That's the same opinion I had, bro. I mean, of course, like I said, I'm a guy, so I don't fucking know. But in my personal opinion, I feel like you should get it out the way early. Granted, bitches going through their whole phase is the reason why I am the way I am today. But
Hold on.
I digress. I think you should get out the way early the way you can live your life
Fuck
happily.
you, Larry.
Yeah, it's
with
like-
your final homemate.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta tire yourself out, you know?
Sorry, guys.
Get it out your system.
Larry
Because I can
just-
tell you personally, at a dude who's about to make 28 this month, I don't want to go through no more hoes. I ain't got
put
no
the
more
hoe
whole
to
phase
bed.
in me. I ain't got no more whole phase in me. My back hurt.
Nigga tired.
Motherfucker sciatic nerve acting up. I don't know.
I got work in the morning.
So, dear, if you want to come over here and put your lips on the mic,
Oh,
from a woman's perspective, what do you think?
Oops. Camera change.
Camera change real quick. What we got? All right. What do
I
you
mean-
think? What do you think about women going through their whole phase?
I mean, I still think you should get it out when you're old, because if you don't, then you end up, getting old, and then you're like, you know what? I need to see what else, what other
So
Things
get it
that are
so
out
get it
there.
out
what
young.
other dick is out there. So then you end up leaving, your thing, and then you go find and you hoe around. But
Good Lord. I love the way that you speak
I
with
mean,
poetry,
yeah, I
baby.
mean,
I love the way you speak
that
with
shit
that
was
poetry.
beautiful.
God damn it. Yes. My baby's a goddamn poet.
And sorry to the people that married young, that have to do it late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm watching fucking people get married at 18, 19, and I'm like, dude, just because like the first one felt cool doesn't mean there isn't more. Like,
Facts.
all right. So with that being said, I guess we could jump on to something else. Joe Budden left Spotify
Yeah.
in the wildest way possible. Like, I think he's still got a couple more episodes left. But holy, did you listen to the episode?
Yeah, the last one?
Yeah, the last one that he did?
He went the fuck.
Holy
in.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
So apparently, there was a day, like, all right, let me preface this with, he is getting paid, in his words, more money than he's ever seen in his life. He's getting paid a lot of money. Like millions. to do this podcast.
Uh-huh.
While he's doing the podcast, apparently a year came up. They broke records. They've been number one since the podcast started.
Yes.
A year came up. He thought that they might get a renegotiation. He thought he might get a bonus. Nothing. He didn't get anything, any type of recognition. But he said, like, and I agree, it's in the contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Moving on, he ends up doing, I think they made it like Christmas or something. Christmas comes up. They go, you know what, guys? We love the work that y'all have been doing. We're going to buy y'all all Rolexes. And it was like, all right, fuck yeah, cool. He's like, yeah, go pick out your Rolexes. Let me know which one y'all guys want.
Right.
All right, cool. They go pick out the Rolexes. They send them to Spotify. Spotify says, maybe not that one. Right. And then they go, okay, well, how about these? Maybe not that one either. And I think at one point, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, they said something along the lines of, look, we have Rolexes. We will give you those. Y'all can use that towards our new Rolexes to like kind of try to bring the cost down. And we could just do it like that. Am I right? Am I wrong on that?
I think you're right. Yeah, like I
think they said something along those
I didn't watch
lines.
the whole episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, either
through.
which way, basically it ended up being like, hey, you know what? We're just not going to get y'all fucking Rolexes. And then they said they offered them some money. It was a ridiculous, like stupid, small amount of money. I mean, in comparison to everything else, especially with being number one. Right. So they passed on the money. Right. And then it was like a vacation to Greece. And then I think they were like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. We're reconsidering, blah, blah, blah. And Joe was like, we never asked for a vacation to Greece. Y'all offered it. I digress. So time goes on. They try to take some days off for Christmas and New Year so they can have a break because they've been going hard for like, I think a year and a half at that point. And then they said, you know what? No, y'all can't take off on Christmas and New Year's. They said, okay, all this COVID shit started. And then Joe Budden's dad got COVID, I believe, and he was dying. Right. And he was like, we need to take a break from the podcast. My father's very ill. I need to help take care of him. They were able to get a couple weeks off, and apparently while he is driving to go see his dying father, the CEO of Spotify called him and said, hey guys, just wondering when y'all going to be able to get back to podcasting. And he was like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you heard, but my father's dying. And they said, okay, I'll tell you what, whenever you get to wherever you're going, I'll send you the names of the podcasting equipment that we use so you guys can podcast from home. And so Joe Budden is kind of having this moment where he's like, I feel like I'm not a person to Spotify. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm like basically just their dog that they can boss around however they want. And he said, unless the offer to renew the contract is beautiful, I think we're going to have to pass. And the last that I heard was Spotify releasing this memo basically saying, you know, unfortunately, we've had to cut ties with Joe Budden. We're not going to be able to renew his contract. We're so sorry to see him leave. We made a deal. We tried to offer him a deal, and apparently neither one of us could agree, essentially. Don't quote me.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. And what I can say verbatim is Joe Budden retweeted that statement from Spotify and captioned it, fuck y'all and that deal. So I think it's safe to say...
See, now that kind of makes me a little bit skeptical because that's our goal, is to try to get the Spotify deal.
Yeah, right.
So if Spotify, you out here fucking motherfuckers trying to give us nigga ultimatums. Here, let me just give you this piece of whatever the fuck, and hopefully you'll accept it as a paycheck. Nigga, that's not how we do things. Nah, dog, you got to give me my ends.
I don't know where watches.
Facts. This the only watch I got, and that bitch I can change faces on it. I can make that bitch a Rolex, a Timex, nigga. What?
I got a phone.
Well, apparently, he also made a pretty good point, and he's getting paid millions of dollars to work 6 hours a week, and his work for those 6 hours is talking shit with his friends.
Right.
So that's where it kind of becomes the dilemma, where it's like, was Spotify wrong for that? Because all you have to do is record 6 hours a week, 3 hours in 2 days. That's it. So it's one of those things where it's like, look, I told you guys this from jump, because he also mentioned that they kept trying to get him to buy to sell ads, and he was like, I don't do ads, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not going to try to, whatever. If you guys have any type of moral issues, speak now because I'm taking whatever the fuck ad they give me. If they're offering me the same fucking money.
Run it.
You understand what I'm saying? Exactly.
Facts.
Run that motherfucker.
Cut me my
Cause
bread, friend.
look, I'm sitting there.
I need
Hey,
my money.
I got a $500 mattress sitting in the fucking bedroom right now. But if they tell me to tell them how great a Casper mattress feels, guess what? White ghost, baby.
You heard?
Casper mattresses in this motherfucker.
This match is friendly as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Friendly ass mattress. So yeah, that was what happened with that. I had this thought too because it was like on the one hand it's like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Like the man just wants a day off, but then also you only work 3 hours, 6 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
So I get that your dad's dying. I get that it's Christmas, but maybe kind of run home real quick while he's taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're dying, you're sleepy. I've noticed that about people. A lot of people when they're dying, they're sleepy.
Right.
So maybe while he's taking a nap, you go run home real quick and go, don't laugh at me.
I thought I was tripping.
Don't laugh at me.
Nah, we was all just sitting here like, yo, go ahead. Dig your grave. Go ahead. Dig it.
All right, so that was the live portion of the episode. And now we're going to go ahead and get right back into it after Nicole finishes.
I was just pointing at the camera.
Oh, okay. Is there something I missed, my sweetheart? Jax had some wine. He liked it. God damn it. Stop making my dog an alcoholic, Blair.
I don't think anyone made him an alcoholic.
I think
Sure, he
her
was already
fucking
an
cousin. But
alcoholic.
anyway, that was the live portion of the Hangover Podcast. And now we are going to move on. So where were we? We have World Star reaches 25 million followers. Turtle, you were very hype about that. What?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, shout out to World Star. Not to ignore his ignorance for my black culture out there. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how big of a staple.
I support IHOP like a motherfucker.
See? White
Because
people.
I'm white.
White people. And he get extra mayonnaise to dip his fries in.
You know what the fuck I'm saying?
Fucking
animal.
disgusting. Anyway, shout out to World Star, man. 25 million
bro, that's
fucking
crazy.
followers. Because I don't know, I felt like it was an important topic because there's such a staple in what we call hip hop today.
Absolutely. I mean, I obviously was just fucking around before. Like, who doesn't understand the importance of World Star when you literally hear motherfuckers getting into a fight and the first thing you hear is World Star?
World Star. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they've changed the culture in a lot of ways, and like World Star is like huge. And I love I love a lot of their exclusives too. Like I got put on a lot of artists because of their World Star drops.
Facts. I feel like a good 80% of the artists today that are out there getting the bag wouldn't exist without World Star.
Absolutely. So yeah, salute to World Star, man.
So World Star, whenever, you know what I'm saying, you want, throw a nigga
Throw a
a
bag.
discount, you know what I'm saying, get my video on there. Whatever, what y'all feel like.
or the Hangover.
Or you can put this on there.
or the Hangover. You could put the Hangover.
Hangover.
We like it, Hangover. Anyway, sorry. So with that being said, somebody wrote down the Fresh Prince reboot. Okay, I'm listening.
Oh yeah, remember we talked about
the trailer.
Yeah.
From last year.
So if anybody's not familiar, it's the YouTube trailer that was going around for the whole, the redo of the Fresh Prince, when it was just like it was kind of like a fan made thing, but it was so fucking good. Will Smith decided to get behind it, right? So it's gonna be an actual show, and I'm extremely interested to see where that goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sounds dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And,
That's a bar though. That's like a bar. Like you have to, it's like you have to meet a certain standard for it to be able to vote, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To be able to do what?
To match the original.
Oh my
Fresh
God!
Prince,
Did you watch the trailer?
But I think
No.
that's the goal,
No.
though, is to even to get away from the original. Because in no way is this going to be a sitcom. Is it going to be funny?
Yeah, no, like
It's a more serious approach.
Yeah, I was about to say,
it.
Joe, you
Okay.
didn't. Joe, you
Right.
said you didn't see the trailer.
No, I
In the
didn't.
actual trailer, like you know how the whole thing it was like I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. And it's like him getting twirled around on the basketball
Yeah.
court. Like they actually put that in the trailer, and it's him playing basketball with one of his partners, and they throw him the ball. It goes over his head, and it hits these dudes, and they all stand up and walk over. And it was like, you throw this? Are you stupid? And then like they just basically start banging
Beating
it
the
out
shit
right
out of
there,
him.
you know,
Yeah,
like on the
shit.
basketball court. If cops show up, throw him on the ground. There's a gun in his bag. Like it's like a Fresh Prince, but like how Brightburn was to Superman.
Right.
This Fresh Prince is to
That
Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
Prince.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay, I
Like
got you.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Math Hoffa and Method Man. I wanted to talk about that real quick because holy fuck, all right. I look at battle rap the same way that I look at, like, say, The Office or like a Family Guy. And I know, but I only say that because
The fuck are you talking about?
no, let me get to
Compare
my.
battle rap to The Office and Family Guy.
Can I get to my?
I was curious to see where it was
Can I
going.
get? Thank you, Joe. I'd like to get to my point.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, no, I mean this is an unfortunate. I mean this
Man's rage. I'm
unfortunately.
sorry.
I mean this unfortunately. Battle rap to me has kind of gotten to the point where it's something that I kind of watch in the background. Like I haven't watched, and no. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean that in the sense of like I used to be really big into. Let me take back the Family Guy thing. To me, it's like football during Thanksgiving. It's on, but we're all eating. You know what I'm saying? And like, shut up. All right, from my perspective.
Okay.
From a white man's perspective.
I'm watching football.
You know what I'm saying?
And eating. I'm here with it.
Right. So, but no, like that's how it's always been for me is like, well, not always, but like the past couple of years, I got used to it. You know what I'm saying? And then, if we're being honest, I used to watch it with Bowie. So now it's one of those things where it's like, I don't feel the need to keep up with it because the person that I used to watch it religiously with, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So, not like that it's depressing or anything. It's just like I just haven't really got around to watching it again. And I'm saying all that to say, meth versus math reignited my interest in battle rap. Like that shit was fucking bananas.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
Even though it was just like one rounders.
Yeah, it was only one round apiece, and
yes.
I was pissed. Like as soon as meth said statin, I was like, now what's math gonna come back with? And nothing. They just kind of zoomed out and called it a day. And I was like, this is a cock tease if I've ever seen one in my fucking life. Like this was great. Babe, did you get to watch it? I'll take that silence as absolutely not.
She's not even gonna lie.
She's not even
I
sitting and
appreciate
trying to lie.
I appreciate it.
The only battle rap I see is whatever y'all play.
Yeah, so obviously when this is done, we're gonna have to go play it so she can watch it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Method Man definitely is not a pushover when it comes to battle rap.
Method Man is not a pushover in any aspect of anything
MC
ever.
period.
Like
Yeah.
Method Man
But you know, like the rapping on the beat and
Just say it. Joe Budden ruined it for all real rappers.
Facts.
no, Cassidy did.
No, he didn't.
Nobody
Nobody had expectations when Cassidy got up on stage the way that they did for Joe Budden. I expected
Exactly.
so much out of Joe
Yeah,
Budden.
but no, because when Cassidy
And
goes up
if
there,
you don't stop booing, I'ma stop rapping. Shut the fuck up.
that's not
One of
act
the
surprised
har-
like we didn't expect that from Joe
One of
Budden.
the
though.
hardest. No, I expected more. One of the hardest motherfuckers in rap. Like most people don't test Joe Budden because we all know he ain't no bitch.
Right.
Right.
And then if y'all don't stop booing,
That motherfucker
I'm
did.
gonna stop rapping.
He did call Tom like 20 times.
Yes, he did. Time. Stop my fucking time.
Stop my time.
Stop my fucking time. But anyway,
They're gonna stop
I'm
playing on
glad
Budden.
I'm glad that Method Man. No, I'm just fucking about the Joe Budden
Yeah.
thing.
Shout
I'd
out
stop
Joe
rapping
Budden,
too.
man.
Fuck that shit. I'd have stopped rapping too.
Podcast
me.
is where it's at, nigga.
But no, Meth really like made me go like, holy shit, like some mainstream rappers can do this shit.
Yeah.
Like not watching Drake in the background standing there with his hands folded with his head down listening like he knows what the fuck is going on. Like he's never spit a bar like that in his life.
Facts.
Shout out to Treezy.
You pussy.
I don't want
You pussy.
I don't want no problems with I don't want no problems with the sixth god. Are you kidding me? He got in a beef one time and the Toronto senator went at Meek Mill, so I don't want no trouble with Drake. Yeah. That actually
They got
happened.
politicians at your
You
neck.
know
Like,
what I'm
boy,
saying?
I wish you would.
But,
Subpoena the fuck out your
Well, yeah,
ass.
because I mean, it's like him and then like the Raptors that's like putting on for like
Right.
Toronto. That's you're not gonna play with them. That's all we got.
But Method Man has always been in my top 5 that are alive, and I think like this definitely made me appreciate him even more because not much goes into what was it? You must have took a bad pill. You want a landmine? I'll dump your body in a landfill. Now that's 2 hoffers they can't find.
When he said that shit,
I
went
died
straight,
inside.
I went straight to Google. I was like, "That's 2 Hoffers," and then like, oh.
Really? You don't know about Jimmy Hoffa?
Nah, yeah, he ain't know
Nah,
about
I didn't
Another
know.
episode for another day.
All
Continue.
right.
Yes.
That boy said, wait, how the fuck did he say that? You want to fuck with the, he's like, you want to F with the woo? Then it's rest in peace. Pop Smoke. Like, God damn.
Okay, break down the liquid sword thing for me.
I have to hear the bar again. I don't remember.
The Liquid Swords is one of.
I caught a Liquid Swords.
Is one of the
Woo?
No. It's Jizza. That's his first album as a Wu-Tang artist. That was the name of his album, was Liquid Swords.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. I caught something different from that. But then again, I'm Caucasian. I can only listen to a couple of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I rewind that part, then pause it. I'm trying to break it down what he's saying.
It's
I'm
fucked up because I remember getting the purple cassette when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I haven't fucking... Like, I love Meth. I'm not a big Wu fan. You know what I'm saying? I love Method Man. I love Method. They ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
I came to bring the pain. Hardcore to the pain.
Dollar bill, y'all. I ain't doing this. All right, so...
METHOD.
Man.
METHOD.
Man. Yeah, I know that one. Meth. Anyway. But, yeah, it was even funnier because I actually saw him on, like, a YouTube video answering comments. And he went on his Method Man video, and they were like, somebody commented and was like, so why does, out of all the Wu-Tang, Method Man get his own video, or his own song and video? And he looks into the camera, because I wrote it. So, and I'm dope, so I get my own song. And I was like, facts.
What more you want from it?
But yeah, shout out Method Man, dude. Like one of my favorite rappers
He was
ever.
the first one to drop off of Wu-Tang.
Yeah. And
one of the last ones to be a part of the group and one of the first ones to drop. Just because RZA knew his pen was that dangerous.
Yeah, right?
And he was the only one to get signed to a big label.
All right, well, speaking of gangster rappers, Bella Thorne.
Fuck. Let's not talk about this shit.
Nah, I got to get this out the way real quick. So apparently... I don't know all the details, so like maybe one of y'all with a microphone can help out. Don't you do it. Don't But apparently Bella Thorne pissed off a lot of sex workers because she dropped the proverbial ball. They said don't call them prostitutes. So we go with sex
that's
workers.
what sex workers. That's the safe word.
Well, no. Like
you can't call them hookers, Nikki. They don't like it.
Every article that I saw said that Bella Thorne pissed off the sex worker community. So that's what I'm going to go with because you can't call them prostitutes no more. Apparently, that's offensive. Just like you can't say midget. You got to say little person.
Yep.
And it's like, well, no, but like that's a chair. That's R2D2's twin, and you're a midget. Like that's. But you know what? We're not going to do this today. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to move on. So apparently she pissed off the sex worker community because she posted pictures. Okay, we all know we're all adults. Yeah. Agreed? We know what OnlyFans is. That's where you go to see some girls yum yums. Like that's where you go to see her no parts. That's where you go to see like, hey, look, this is my face. Subscribe to my OnlyFans and you can see the bottom half. Like that's I'm gonna get gross on camera for you. That's what
$12 a month.
for $12 a month.
It's like goddamn, bro.
For $12 a month, I will ruin every expectation my parents ever had of me.
Even if I was one of them cats, like I'm not about to like.
I can't shit on the OnlyFans girls just because they out there getting that fucking bag.
What?
A lot of them just out there posting feet pictures.
Okay, no, that's what I was about to say. I know
getting the fucking bag.
You know what's funny? I know a girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but
I know a few, so I'll say all their names right now.
No. I know a girl. No,
I hope you bluffing.
Hold on.
I am not.
I know a girl. I'm not gonna say her name because she didn't go the OnlyFans route. She made a joke saying she was gonna do an OnlyFans. And now random people hit her up and tell her to do feet stuff. And she's freaked the fuck out. So like this OnlyFans community thing is like real.
Yeah.
And I love it because like that's all I'm hearing is like all these people are like making all of it like $200,000-$300,000 a day.
Yeah.
They make bank.
Right. Yeah. And it's like
easy.
Number one, how pretty is my penis? Can I do this? We'll talk after the show, babe. I'm asking permission. I'll post my feet. I do got sexy feet for a white boy. Black people got weird feet.
Yes, I do.
Weird flex, but okay.
My feet is not what's
I
up.
only got a couple good things going
They be
for
like,
me.
what's popping? Now these feet.
Oh God. But anyway, so here's my question. Like, is Bella Thorne wrong for that? For what she did? Because apparently what happened was
What did she do?
She put her she announced that she was like, this is all she did. she announced she was starting an OnlyFans. And like I said,
And then pulled out like she.
No. Let me get to it. We're like I said, we're all
Sorry,
adults.
I'm excited. I like Bella
We
Thorne.
know what OnlyFans is.
Right.
Correct? We know what OnlyFans is, correct?
Correct.
We know what OnlyFans means, right?
Correct.
If somebody says, I'm going to start an OnlyFans, I'm like, I get to see your tits.
Right.
That's what that means to me. I get to see your tits. So she started an
boobies.
OnlyFans. She posted pictures. She made, what was it, $1 million a day? For I think she made $2 million in a week. And then OnlyFans said, no, you can't do this anymore. And then it turned out there weren't even nudes.
Yeah.
She didn't even post nudes.
Yeah. A lot of them aren't doing that. Like a lot of them, like
No,
chick, the
feet fetish, no.
Like
nothing.
The chick Lexi Pantera, the one that got famous for the twerk exercise and all of that shit. She has an OnlyFans, of course. I
Those
would
are
subscribe.
great. Those videos.
Yeah, you do,
I would
bitch.
subscribed.
Wow.
But
the fact that you put out a credit card.
No, listen. Her account is free to subscribe to, and her posts is what you got to pay for. But it's literally just videos of them twerking.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
like
trash.
G-strings though, instead of like the twerk shorts and shit. But it's I guess the same situation as Bella Thorne's. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they out there posting nudes. She's literally just posting her ass and shaking.
Right.
And probably
well,
with
apparently
another
that's
bitch who
more.
twerks.
Apparently that's more than what Bella Thorne gave, and the world is pissed.
Hey, Lexi Pantera.
And that's shut up. And that's we're trying to get
Shoot my
sponsorships, man.
I'm trying to get a sponsorship too.
Oh, you pouring us another shot of that Chadwick Boseman?
Oh, I was pouring myself one.
You can pour us a shot, thank you. And anyway, so how long we been going, man?
We've been going for an hour and 17 minutes.
An hour and 17 minutes? Well, I think I've run out of stuff. Does anybody else have anything good?
I mean, in case you didn't know, Leonard Fournette got dropped by the Jaguars.
That
For all the
shit
football
right
fans out
Hometown
there.
hero, man. Fucking Leonard
Yeah.
Fournette did his thing in the
Goddamn.
LSU, man, and they dropped his ass like a bad habit in the NFL.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I got to ask that real quick. Speaking of which, I'm going to take another little sip of my Chadwick Boseman. So Wakanda Forever once more.
Yes, sir.
So,
Like, split that up. That was a
I'm
lot.
glad that you said that, my dear. Nicole just asked a very good question. But don't be one of those fucking idiots that misconstrue what she asked. Nicole just asked, or Nikki P rather, I'm sorry. Nikki P just asked,
He gets all government and
what,
shit when he gets serious.
because it's my baby, you know what I'm saying? You're Dylan to me, you're Dylan. But anyway,
It's Dylan.
Dylan. But anyway, so Nikki P just asked, what are the expectations for Black Panther 2?
All right, for all of the
Yes.
people that are literally about to jump down our throat right now for even mentioning that shit,
No, and like I said,
it was a topic of discussion that we had talked about prior to the show.
yeah, I was about to say, let me get that out. That's what I meant when I said don't be one of those idiots that take this the wrong way. We don't mean in the sense of, oh, Chad's dead. Okay, so what about Black Panther 2? Like, we don't mean it like that. We mean like in this,
disrespect him.
like don't exactly like we mean it like what are they gonna do to make this work? Because you can't replace him. You can't recast him. You can't hire somebody to be the new T'Challa. You're gonna have to die off his character somehow.
Right.
And somebody's gonna have to take over. My vote is either Shuri, or I saw somebody say
Well-
that they could technically find a way to bring back Killmonger.
No. They don't technically have to find a way to do nothing. The comic books, T'Challa dies. Shuri picks up.
Shuri picks it up.
They gotta make it canon.
That's literally all they have to do is CGI the Black Panther character to his death.
Yeah.
And then have the funeral and his sister pick up the mantle. That's literally all they have to
Because
do.
I
Technology is
also
crazy.
heard that because Tony Stark's dead, there was another storyline where Shuri becomes the new Iron Man.
That's
Correct.
what I heard too.
So that was my biggest question was, all right, so which way are they going to have to go? My vote,
But-
I think Shuri would make a dope Iron Man, but I think there would be nothing more poetic
Who's
than
this
her
cat?
becoming
They
the
only,
Who's
they
the Shuri
only,
cat?
they only,
Shuri's Black Panther's little sister.
the one that had the gauntlets.
The one that
okay.
makes all the gadgets.
She
Okay,
makes
I
all the
got you, I got
gadgets
you.
and shit.
The
Sean, you need to talk on the mic more
Right.
if you're going to talk.
the reason why they was saying that though is simply because the new Iron Man in the comic books after Tony Stark's death is a young black girl who's really good with technology. That was like his.
So it wasn't
intern.
Shuri.
It wasn't Shuri.
Oh, okay,
herself.
okay,
Right.
All
But
right.
that's what they were leaning towards since that's her role in Black Panther.
Do you
It's
think-
like the tech genius?
Do you think if they found a way to bring back Killmonger, that would work?
That's what I thought about at first instantly, just because I loved Michael B. Jordan as
I love Michael
Killmonger.
B. Jordan. I love
But
him as Killmonger. I
if
love
I'm
Killmonger
gonna-
as a character.
Hey, auntie.
If I'm
Hey,
gonna
auntie.
stick to my nerddom,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the option is just
Right.
making it Shuri.
Here's an
Okay.
idea. What about
Just because the storyline, you wouldn't have to make up no bullshit. It wouldn't have to veer away
Right.
from the comics at all. You can literally just pick up from whatever fucking issue it was.
Because clearly his
Shuri,
death,
you know what I'm
no
saying?
matter how you cut it, clearly Chadwick Boseman's death threw a monkey wrench in all their shit. So like they're gonna have to scramble, and there's gonna be some continuity errors, at least in the sense of from comic book standpoints. Like there's going to be a difference. Because I'm sure that they had another story that they wanted to tell, or at least a couple more stories before they killed off his character or whatever have you.
Right.
So they're gonna have to do something. Nicole, go into the microphone.
So they
I got an
started-
idea too.
Right here.
After she's finished.
They started filming what, last year?
I believe so. They started filming last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's been battling this for 4 years.
4 years.
Right.
So do you not think that they didn't know that he was probably dying?
Well, because
And
technically,
Filmed around it?
the new movie was supposed to drop 2021. So
Yeah.
depending on their, you know, what I'm
But then
saying?
COVID came.
Right, depending on what they were in the middle of
Right.
when, you know what I'm saying, he passed away, it that'll determine whether they're able to release the Black Panther 2 as it is or if they have to change it up.
Okay. Yeah, because that's where I'm standing at with it right now. Is
Because
I
if
think,
you look at it in the same thing as Paul Walker, they were filming Fast and the Furious.
Right.
You know?
and I think with, I don't, do I think they knew?
4 years.
I'm sure the big people knew. I'm sure the director knew. I'm sure like the people that needed to know.
Right.
Because I'm sure there was at least they had to have some type of conversation. where
I'm sure it was
"Look,
hard to hide."
I'm dealing with this.
Especially when you have super-
And he got
Yeah.
super small, and like that was another thing too. I also want to point out about that because I saw a lot of people going really crazy about people saying that you need to watch how you talk about people and this and that. But personally, I want to say, at least from my standpoint, I don't mean this as a shot or as anything. I mean this as like a good moment. I never saw anybody say one bad thing about Chadwick Boseman, and I can say that.
Well, apparently, like, they
no,
were
even
going
before he
crazy on him on
passed.
Twitter.
Well,
I've never
nah,
heard that.
the-
I never saw that. So at least on my end of the world, I never got to see any negativity
Okay.
about that because he was loved.
Just
Like-
Hilarious made a post and about it recently as well as back then. She made a post saying, you know, basically it was a video where she was like ribbing him, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
for,
Well,
for
like,
losing the weight.
okay.
But she, you know, and people started to jump on her because of him recently passing and, you know, and everything. And she literally had to make a post on on Instagram talking about how, you know, she doesn't want to make roasting videos anymore. You know what I'm saying? She was like, this is, you know what I'm saying, it's really hurt me to my soul because I was, you know, I made fun of this man not knowing his situation. She was like, you never know what people are really going
Right.
through. And she was like, and I've been in that situation and to where I was very vulnerable and somebody, you know, made fun of me as a joke or did something to me as a joke and, you know, it hurt really, really bad. And I probably did the same thing. And now
Right.
seeing him passed, it's, you know, it's taking it even further.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up the thing that nobody wants to talk about. With that being said, everything that Turtle just said, does that mean that now we need to start having barriers for jokes? Because I've always been a firm believer in a joke is a joke is a joke is a joke. Like if I'm making a joke, it's a
mean,
joke.
Right. Exactly.
Because like I
You're
mean
right,
she
you're
didn't
right.
know he had cancer.
Right,
Exactly,
and that's my
exactly.
thing. It's like
And
when
it's-
you give somebody a comeback, like to tell you something, like your mom, and be like, oh, my
Right.
mom's dead.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right, you
Like,
know what
I
I'm
didn't know.
saying?
Like,
Like-
I'm sorry. Like, it's fine. You didn't know. You know what I mean?
Right, and like I feel like because this cancel culture bullshit, it needs to go down the fucking drain anyway. Because it turns into one of those things where it's like I will always stand by a joke if you are joking. To me, it's not always about like the way you say things. It's intent.
Right.
Like, I'm always behind intent. Like, what did you mean to say? And, like, that's what happens to a lot of people on Twitter that's fucked up, is, like, you can only get so much off in these so many hundred characters.
Right.
And now it's taken out of context. Now you're making a joke, and now it's all of a sudden, like, oh, we need to cancel them. And then it's also that other thing is, like, how long ago did Just Hilarious make? That had to be at least a year ago when all the shit first came out. So, I mean, it's been a year. Okay, well, maybe I can't use that example, but that's me
I
for
know
thinking
it was
about other
around.
people.
It was around a little bit after the Black Panther drop.
Well, because that like I remember hearing about him losing weight through one of the podcasts that I listened to.
Right.
And they said that, like, they just had the conversation, like, maybe his ass is just getting. God damn it. Maybe his ass is just getting fit for a role. Like, maybe. Because remember, 50 had to lose all that weight and look like a cancer patient.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
like, that's what
And
some of the people
Gerard
that I
Butler
was-
does it all the time.
But that's when it be Christian Bale. Like, holy shit.
Joaquin
Tom Hardy,
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Like, it's terrifying the way that these does shit.
Nah,
these
but I mean, like,
actors do with their
Gerard Butler
bodies.
goes from, like, fucking, like...
You ever seen The Machinist?
16-pack to beer gut, like that.
You ever seen The Machinist?
No, I haven't.
Christian Bale went from Batman to ribs showing, like,
Shit, you ever seen that
Stomach
movie,
sucked
the
in.
Fighter, with him and Mark Wahlberg?
when he was a crackhead. Yeah,
You
like
seen how
that.
small he was in that? Yeah.
That wasn't Batman in that movie.
Yeah, that was
I
like
don't
the same
know.
nigga
So
that
that's
played
why, like,
Bruce
I
Wayne.
can. So that's why it's like I can kind of understand, like, you know, the confusion, because and on the one hand, it's like Chad didn't need to divulge anything that he didn't want to divulge when it came to his sickness, but at the same time, unfortunately, when you're in the public eye, if you do say or show anything and don't give an explanation, you're leaving yourself open for the interpreters of the internet.
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, like, I'm not saying that that's okay, because
Right.
because then if you look at it from that perspective of the people that were attacking Just Hilarious,
Right.
that's when it becomes one of those things where it's like, okay, so now we can't joke about anything because there might be some dark ulterior motive behind it, and you're not going to sit here and tell me that we can't make fun of people.
Right.
Like, making fun of me got me through high school.
Right.
Like, I got ribbed on all day.
Right.
Middle school, all day. I was the weird fucking kid and I got made fun of. I'm still the weird fucking kid now. I don't give a shit.
Right.
And I embrace who I am, and getting made fun of made me who the fuck I am. So with that being said, that's when it becomes one of those things where it's like, if you were joking, it may not have been a funny joke to me,
Right.
but you were joking, I'll give it a pass.
Yes.
You
And
know what I'm
was
saying?
the person who made, like, the roast video or whatever like that, it's a female,
Just
right?
Hilarious?
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
As a comedian?
Yeah.
Correct.
She's
Like-
a comedian.
She's a comedian. We love comedians. Like, don't stray away from being a comedian, because, like, we need comedians in this world.
Facts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just like she did, make an apology video. You didn't know. You know what I mean? Like,
That's I'm glad that she did make an apology video, because that is her saying,
Right.
and I take people's apologies for what they are. Like,
Right.
once
Absolutely.
that's another thing that pisses me off, is a lot of people get this thing in their head where once you do something I don't like, whether you apologize or don't, you're canceled.
Right.
And I don't like that. And that's
Yeah.
that is literally from if you made a bad decision 20 years ago or 10 years from now, or like you have no room to grow, nothing that you do matters. Like, I heard the little girl that used to dance in the Sia videos. Y'all remember her? Maddie
Yeah.
somebody?
Yeah, yeah.
She was on, like, Dance Moms or something, like, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it was. Like, yeah, and she started being the main character girl. You know what I'm talking about, Sean. No? I thought I saw. Oh, okay. I thought I saw you nodding. I'm sorry. Have you ever watched the Sia video?
Yes.
The little
Yeah,
girl
I know what
that
you're talking
the
about.
little.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, she made comments. Apparently, I think they might have been racist. When she was 13, and she's 18 now, and people are calling for her to be canceled. That was something I saw not too long ago.
Right.
I'm like, she was fucking 13.
Right.
Tell me that
And
one of us.
and that's
probably
I was
has a
about to
black
get to that.
boyfriend now.
That's what I
Like,
was about to. Nicole, I was about Nikki P. I was about to get to that, Nikki. My issue with that is we're holding, as a community and as a society, we're starting to hold ourselves to a standard that is almost unattainable.
Yeah.
And that's what's starting to piss me off.
Absolutely.
You look around, and every single person that we try to hold up to, like, and put them on a pedestal, there's always 20 people that try to find a way to tear them down. As if you don't have skeletons in your fucking closet.
Right.
We're starting to hold each other to a standard that is unattainable. And nobody's perfect. And that's what I think is the biggest issue, that one of the biggest issues that's going on right now is I hate the idea that you could save 20 kids that had cancer tomorrow, but people are going to remember what you did 10 years ago.
Weaponizing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting. I literally saw somebody post on a Chadwick Boseman thing. Somebody said that was a true hero. Rest in peace to that king. And somebody commented underneath it, he was neither a hero nor a king.
Oh, man.
There's already people. And I don't know what her reasoning was behind that, but she said, like, go read up on him.
Who?
And on Chadwick. And that's when I was like, okay, first of all, no, because like she even put in there, she was like, he was not a hero. Look up the definition of a hero. I'm like, this was a man who played a superhero that was specific to a demographic of children that were never represented in any type of superhero movie. And then he hid his sickness and went and helped kids that were going through the same issues as him, but never used it as a crutch. He always went to the children. What is a fucking hero then? Tell me.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What
Like,
a fucking
'cause
animal, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why that, like, I don't comment on bullshit on trolls a lot, but that's when I literally had my moment. And I'm going to look directly into the camera when I say this, because there's going to be somebody that watches this video or hears this podcast and is going to make this comment or make a comment similar. And I just want to respond. How fucking low have we sunk?
Facts.
How fucking low have we sunk as a community that a man that played a superhero brought fucking smiles to millions of fucking kids who never had a hero to look up to.
Facts.
And now, what he did was wrong in some way?
Clout chasing is a real thing.
Motherfucker.
It's a real fucking thing.
I'm sorry that this podcast took a random dark turn, but I had to get that off my chest. That's been bugging
Absolutely.
me for a long time. So again, we started with this. We'll end with this. God damn it. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Absolutely.
Fucking Wakanda forever. God damn it.
Absolutely. Salute.
You
Hey,
Bombay, motherfucker.
one more idea.
One more idea.
I know we like came pretty far from it, but like the idea of Black Panther 2.
The idea of Black Panther
The
2,
guy,
go.
the guy who was like the mountain man, like the big dude.
The
Like
dude with one eye.
I know you're
No,
talking
no.
Oh.
the ones that come in there like come through the cave barking and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
when it's
yeah.
chill. Yeah,
Ain't no white man finna talk in here.
What if they bend the story to where he becomes Black Panther?
about it. Like,
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Because
I'm bigger.
there was an idea in the first Black Panther where like they wanted him to become the Black Panther,
I'm bigger on Shuri.
Yeah.
but you know, just an idea.
It's pretty
Nah, cause in the actual comic book, she's actually a villain.
Really?
Yeah, who ends up helping in the Civil War just because the entire planet is at stake. But
Okay.
him and Black Panther had a long standing of not fucking with each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made that sound serious as fuck.
No, I'm just more mad out of this entire conversation.
he's
We couldn't
kinda
figure
like
out a way to bring back Michael B. Jordan because that's what I really want. I want to see that
Hey,
sexy
auntie.
motherfucker. That sexy motherfucker. Hit the button. That sexy son of a...
That's the one you was looking for.
I was looking for that one.
It was either that or this.
Tell me Michael B. Jordan doesn't make your Ovaltine boil.
Oh yeah, I must.
Sean's bitch girlfriend. He finally hit it. I've been waiting for it this whole fucking...
what was said?
Nothing was said.
None of that.
All right, man. Well, that's all the topics that I got for right now, man. Y'all got anything else?
No, sir.
I gotta piss.
Oh, me
Man,
too.
yeah, just one more Sunday without football. That's all I'm looking forward
man.
to.
One more Sunday, and then we coming.
Go Niners.
So,
Go Saints!
go Saints, baby. God damn it. Go my fucking Saints, you hear me?
Can I say this?
No.
Okay. It's not no Niners shit. It's
I'm
just
about
my-
to say, as long as it don't start with San Fran and end with Frisco.
All right, hater, but no, like everybody who's saying like fuck football, fuck sports and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
please,
we need to make an address right here.
please don't let me see y'all post anything about the Saints should be doing this, the Saints should be doing
Yeah, I
that, or
wanna hear
like we lost that game because of this or
Facts.
whatever like that. Like y'all know
No.
I'm a Niners fan, but I swear to God, I hope the Saints go undefeated and win a Super Bowl. Now you're not allowed to celebrate with them.
Facts. You got to
Oh,
keep
yeah,
that
man.
same
You're not allowed to
energy.
have an opinion.
You got to keep
Yep.
that same energy.
All
Keep
that
it.
shit that I've been seeing y'all
Keep it.
talking about, how there's too much politics in football. I don't fuck with it. Good. Don't celebrate with us.
Right. When we take that motherfucking championship, I
Yeah,
don't want to
no.
see your ass holding up a
Yeah,
beer,
another game.
Yeah, I wanna
holding up
see-
a jersey. Nigga, I don't even want to see you in black and gold.
Yeah, I want to see you stick that big ass clown shoe in your mouth.
That big ass clown shoe. But anyway, so once again, that was Mr. TRTL.
Yes, sir.
Too rare to lose.
Yes, sir.
We have Mr. Sean in the building, my little brother. We got Average Joe.
You know why I'm here.
Average Joe's in this motherfucker. We got Nikki P, the beautiful Nikki P in his goddamn. And my name is Trey, Treezy, Scott Herbet, whatever you want to call me. This has been the Hangover Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Just woke up.